Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of the FPL Chiropractors. I am of course joined with my co-host Kyle. How are you doing,
Hello.
Kyle?
I'm doing great, thanks, Doppy. I am doing great. I'm doing really good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I've had a good week in FPL finally. I'm
I know.
back. Yeah, I'm excited to get into the team and talk about it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm excited as well. Yeah, I mean, we'll get into my team. My team's a little bit tasty, but we will speak about your team. Noppy's team is on screen right now. So do you want to talk about last week first, actually? How many points did you get last week?
69 points, so a very nice
69
number.
69 points, that's crazy.
But
that's crazy.
Yeah, let's go through my team. I obviously bench boosted this week. And my team is as follows: Sanchez in goal, Williams, De Kuyper, Keane, Esteve, and Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro auto-subbed in for Palmer. My midfield was Salah, Gakpo, and Fernandes. Watkins captain. Didn't really go to plan.
Oh yeah, that went bad. Yeah. Right, actually, I should get your team up, shouldn't I, on the screen? Hold on, let me get your last game. Get your team from last week up. Let me have a look. Let me get it up here.
Okay,
right, there you go. So that's Noppy's team there.
Oh yeah, okay.
From last week. So you got 69 points.
Now you guys can finally see it.
Yeah, there you go. Sorry, I didn't have it up there.
No worries. I captain Watkins, but a lot of people didn't really nail their captaincies this week, I'm not too unhappy about that. Like, Salah only got 3 more points, so not too unpleased about that. And then João Pedro, of course, who pretty much saved my game week.
I think he saved most people's game weeks, to be honest. Yeah. I think everyone that had a good game week had João Pedro. Yeah,
true. And he's so heavily owned as well. So, I mean, I didn't gain, like, a whole lot because of him, because, like, he's owned by, like, 55% of the game or something. But, But still, it's still nice.
It helps. Definitely helps. Yeah.
Definitely. And then the bench was Dubravka, who actually got the clean sheets. Palmer, who got subbed off. Dewsbury Hall. Like, Palmer... Like, of course he had to get injured in the, like, warm-up. It was so annoying because there and then I was like, okay, so my bench boost has already failed. Because, like, I already knew that Palmer would get subbed out. But, like, you can look at it, like, 2 different ways. Because, like, I did gain 9 points from the bench boost. Which is not, like, amazing. But it's okay. And if Palmer hadn't gotten injured, it would have been a 14-pointer, like a 14-point bench boost.
Yeah, so it's a little bit frustrating, isn't it? But
So that is really frustrating. But, like, in hindsight, it probably was the right decision. I just got a bit unlucky. So because there was no way to know that Palmer was gonna pull out.
Yeah, it was literally like 10 minutes before the game, wasn't it? Literally.
Literally.
It was kind of wild.
Highlights of my team really. Keane kept a clean sheet. He got DEFCON. And like pretty much no one has him in their team. Like, I think he's like 0.3% owned, or was at least. That was really nice. Then double Burnley clean sheets. So that was really nice.
I know, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, that was a big reason why I did bench boost, because, like, they're not going to have, like, a much better fixture all season.
That's it,
So that's why I did it. Porro with a surprise clean sheet. Spurs... I did feel like Spurs were going to, like, turn up for this game, because they always do against City.
I saw a stat where it was like something like in the last 8 meetings, Spurs against Manchester clubs, so Man United and City, they've won 8 out of 8, which is kind of good. That's really good.
That's really impressive. Yeah.
And
I don't know. I was surprised that they did keep the clean sheet. I actually expected them to play a 5-back, and I expected Porto to be like a right wing back, but that didn't end up being the case. But he still created some chances, and, well, they obviously kept a clean sheet. So I'm very happy to own a Spurs defender, and I feel like I probably have the best one. Yes, Romero might like get more defcons, or he will be, but Porro could get. He could get a goal or an assist out of nowhere.
I watched that game. No, you watched that game as well. Yeah, we both watched that game.
Yeah, I did.
I'm pretty sure. And his deliveries from set pieces, Porro, were great. He's definitely going to get something very soon. I think, either an assist or something. 100%.
Yeah, so really happy to own him. He's actually currently looking to go up in price. I think tomorrow or something. So.
Oh really?
Yeah. So
okay.
So I'm happy about that. Yeah, Salah assist, he was pretty poor in that game, and he walked away with an assist last minute. So
yeah, I couldn't believe it. Honestly, I could not believe it.
Honestly, insane. Salah captainers got they got the jam just in the first week.
I know.
So, but yeah, I'm not too unhappy that I didn't captain him because I don't know. Yes, he didn't look great. Liverpool overall didn't look great, honestly.
No, they didn't. It's it's in spells, isn't it? They look good, for 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, and
They had to rely on a 16-year-old to save them. That's how bad it was.
Yeah.
Little bit annoying that chance didn't fall to Gakpo because he got subbed out. Only 3-4 minutes before that, because if that would have been Gakpo there, maybe he would have scored instead. But I am really happy with Gakpo. That is probably.
Oh yeah, that's been a great pick from you actually, because even I at the start was like, why is he going for Gakpo? I mean, okay.
So many people.
But then
told
it's
me.
Worked out. Yeah.
They were like, why are you going Gakpo? That's so out there.
Hey, it's Dutch love, man. It's Dutch love. You were correct. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like Arnie Slot's Dutch. He just loves his Dutch players, man. He's gonna pick Gakpo.
Yeah. I've said this a couple of times, but going into the season, I don't know why no one was picking him, because Diaz has obviously left the club, so he's gonna get a lot of minutes, and we have seen that the first 2 game weeks. He got he played the full game, the first game, and the second game he got brought off in the 97th minute or something. So he's playing a lot of minutes, and he obviously got the 2 assists in that game. He got 2 bonus as well.
All right. Wow. Yeah.
I was actually looking at halftime. I think he was on 6 defensive contributions. So I was like, wait, what?
Jeez.
Maybe he can get them. And he did end up on 9. So I'm like, what? Maybe he can get Defcon at some point as well. So yeah, I don't know. Just an amazing pick for me. I'm so happy I have him in place for Burnley and Everton after this Arsenal game that's coming up. So
That's good.
Bruno obviously missed the penalty.
I can't believe that. That was crazy.
That would have literally changed my game week, because he would have been on 4 points with Defcon, and then 5 points extra for the penalty scored, so that would have been 9 points
and potential bonus as well.
He
Maybe
probably would have been
even 1 or 2.
It probably would have been 2 or 3 bonus even.
Possibly, yeah.
I could have walked away with an 11-12 pointer. So
I know.
It's just I feel really unlucky there.
It's a close week.
But I don't really get why people are thinking about getting rid of him, because he missed a penalty, but that can happen to anyone, and he has looked like he has a lot of avenues to points. Just the first 2 game weeks, in the first game week, he got really close to Defcon. Second, he did get it. And, he is obviously on penalties. I still think he will be on penalties as well. I'm happy to own him. And, Watkins captain. I don't know if I don't know if I told you, but I was thinking about...
It wasn't a bad idea.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
No.
I was thinking about bringing in Gyökeres. I don't know if I told you.
Oh no. Well, I heard you talking about possibly getting him, but I didn't know if you're gonna actually do it.
No. I was really thinking about it, because I did think that he probably was the best captain for the week. And
probably, yeah.
And he was. So.
Yeah.
But my justification for it, before. This week, was that Gyökeres probably has to get more than 1 return more than Watkins, if that makes sense, to justify it, because I would bring Gyökeres in, and I would take him straight out, basically. So,
yeah.
And like, because the transfers were 4 points, I was thinking, okay, so that would be 8 points. So if Gyökeres is gonna be worth it, he must get 2 more returns than Watkins. And I just looked at it and I thought that Watkins was I don't know. I thought he was gonna score this game.
No,
week.
so did I.
Yeah.
I honestly, I was looking at that because I know you captained. I was like, oh my god, I'm in for a bad week here because I went for Salah and I was like, Noppy's gonna clean up house here. But then 1-0 Brentford. I was like, what? What the hell's happened here?
Like,
crazy.
Villa have just looked so poor so far.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, they really have.
Emery just needs to sort out the team. Like, now that Kamara is injured, surely Tielemans drop deeper and they bring in someone more attacking that 10 role. Like, surely, like, I don't get how we can be playing Onana, Kamara, Tielemans, and McKinn in the same team. Like, there's no pace in that team. There's no explosiveness. Like, I don't know. Like, I really rate him as a manager, but like the lineups first 2 weeks have just been like.
Yeah, and Leon Bailey's just been sold, hasn't he? Or has he gone on loan? Is he gone on loan?
Gone on loan, I think.
To Roma, something like that, isn't it?
But I did watch the entire game, and I think I thought Gesond, the new signing, he looked really bright when he came on.
Yeah.
And he played like sort of as a left winger, so that's something that could happen next week, that we see Gesond on the wing. So hopefully, because I don't know. I do think, like, I don't know. Palace are gonna be a bit leggy because they obviously have the Conference League game tomorrow at the time we're recording. So they will have played a lot more than Villa, and I don't know. Like, Villa should be winning that, but you never know.
They definitely should, yeah.
Pedro, I'm really happy to own. Like, you could say he got a little bit lucky, but I would just say that like, the goal he scored, he was just in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, that's it. That's where you want your striker to be.
Yeah, and the first assist was like really nice, like really nice, and it was a really nice finish from Neto too. I would say though that the second assist was a little bit lucky, but I mean, it happens sometimes. You do get a little bit lucky with these things. But yeah, so that is pretty much my team. Like, I'm
for last
happy.
Week, yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty much. I'm pretty happy about how it went.
I think so. You got like, what, 18 points above the average. You did well. Yeah, you bench boost and you got 9 points. But if you look across the board, if everyone just got 2 points, you got like 1 point more, which is it's not ideal, but it's like you say, Palmer got injured before in the warm up, so it's one of them. It's quite unlucky. So. Yeah, and you never know. I don't. It's one of them, is it? You never know what could have happened. Maybe Palmer would have gone on a crazy haul instead of João Pedro, or I don't know. It's just one of them. You'll never know. But I don't think it's a worse bench boost. It could be. I think I've seen a lot worse bench boosts than that.
It's definitely not the worst.
Yeah,
and like, it's so difficult with these like 50-50 decisions because like. For example, if I would have brought Gyökeres in, captained him, if Fernandes scored the penalty, if Palmer had played, like, I could have walked away with like an extra like 30-40 points. So like,
easily. So
you have to get lucky too in FPL. It's a lot about luck too. Obviously, there's a lot of skill in it too, but you have to get lucky too.
True.
But yeah, should we go to your team?
Your team? All right. Do you not go into your team for this week?
No, your team.
Oh, you're my team. Okay. Okay. So on the screen at the minute, guys, you can see my team. I have activated my free hit chip, as you can see. So my team has come. Am I going through my team for last week, or am I going through my free hit team?
go through it from last week.
Oh, last week. Oh shit. Sorry. Right. Okay. Let me back up out of that. So I'm jumping the gun there. I'm just so excited for this week. Anyway, guys, this is my team for the week just happened. I got 45 points. So Yeah, I stacked the bed a bit, but we're still up there. We are currently on 126 points overall, which I believe is 6 points more than Noppy or Nils.
Yeah, 6 points.
And I got 6 points less than the average, but it was kind of expected after the game week 1 where we got like, what was it, 81 points, something like that. We had a great week. We had a great start. So I wasn't too worried in the sense. Like, looking at my team, I thought we were on to a great game week, especially with having Palmer still there and available and hopefully going to recoup some points. But unfortunately, he did get injured. So I had Sanchez in net, Saliba, Tarkowski, Aina, and Wan-Bissaka came in for Palmer, as Wan-Bissaka was my first spot on the bench. Salah got 10 points as he's my captain. I had Ndai, Kudus, Rangers, Wood, and Bowen. So yeah, looking at my team there's not really much to go off. I got really lucky with that Salah assist right at the death, so I was over the moon with that, because if I didn't get that, I would be pretty much in the mud. Tarkowski and Ndai standouts for me this week. They played really well. Although Brighton had a lot of chances. That game. I think Everton, to be honest, got really lucky. Which in a way does worry me slightly, very slightly. Yeah, but I tell you who really impressed me, Jack Grealish. He was really impressive. Yeah. He was really impressive. And it only makes me think, like, once he gets going a little bit more, like, give him a few more game weeks, if he stays fit, he's going to be pretty sharp. And I could see him possibly coming into my team, because he's only 6.5, I believe. I think he'd be a great asset. Yeah, I think he'd be really, really good. But for now, I'm probably going to keep, I'll show you my team afterwards, but after this game week, I will still keep Ndai just due to those penalties. Kudus had a great game, I think. I mean, he only got 3 points, but he did have a really good game, so I'm going to hold on to him. Rangers is a really interesting one. Very disappointing from him, to be honest, but I did watch that game, and I think he played a lot more deeper. He didn't play as advanced at all, so I was a bit surprised by that, because I think they played Cherky and Haaland kind of like up top, and then Nico Gonzalez and Rangers were a lot deeper. I think, did Marmoush start as well? I'm pretty sure Marmoush started.
Yeah, Marmoush started, yeah.
Yeah, which I'm surprised why Pep did that. I don't know. I thought he was going to start with maybe the same 11 Wolves, because they started pretty well at Wolves. I thought they played really well. Very disappointing from Rangers, but I mean, it's only 5.5 when I got in, but
yeah, with City, like when everyone's like fit and available, I would expect Reinders to play as sort of an 8. Then the guy next to him, like a Foden or a Cherky or whoever it is, probably like a little bit more advanced, like a 10 almost.
Yeah.
But in some games, like in the Wolves game, you can probably see Reinders play that little more advanced role. So like it can still happen, and like he's still a good pick because, well, he's so cheap and he's gotten like really good minutes first 2 game weeks. So like he's still a really good pick.
Yeah, and then obviously up top I had Wood and Bowen, who both blanked. I mean, I kind of knew that the Nottingham Forest Crystal Palace game was going to be like a tight affair, especially with everything that's going off of the pitch and on the pitch, but mainly off the pitch. I thought that was going to be a very close game, very tight game. So yeah, I mean, I'm not too upset with Chris Wood, because he did get 2 goals last week, and then this week they do actually play West Ham, so I'm kind of looking forward to that. And then obviously Bowen, only 2 points again. He has dropped in price, which is a bit upsetting. But I think it's only going to climb for Bowen at some point. I hate to say it, and I never like to see any manager get sacked or lose his job, but I think the only way for West Ham now is maybe if Potter goes. But you never know. Maybe he can turn it around. But watching that Chelsea game, I think the only bright spark in that team for me was Bowen, to be honest. I mean, he didn't do much, but there was like very, very small glimpses of Bowen, and he's working the ball well, but nothing crazy.
Jesus, but, I just saw that he's actually dropped to 7.8, yeah.
He's dropped 0.2, yeah. So
it's I don't know with West Ham, because like I feel like Potter should just get sacked like now, because like it's a long season ahead for West Ham, and like if you look at the first 3 games they've played, because they obviously played Carabao yesterday too.
He got an assist yesterday, so I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah.
But obviously not FPL.
Yeah. But anyway, still, he's still performing, and he actually played as the 9 in that game too. So they've lost to Sunderland 3-0. They got absolutely smashed against Chelsea 5-1, and like they conceded off of 3 corners, just like really poor, and they went out of the Carabao yesterday against Wolves, and Wolves are like one of the biggest competitor to West Ham, you would say, this season.
Yeah,
because they're gonna
in terms
be
of potential. Yeah.
Yeah,
in and around it.
Yeah, they're gonna be in and
Possibly.
around like the same spots, like towards the bottom of the league.
Yeah.
And like they lost 3-2, and it was like 2 really quick goals from Strand Larsen, like really late into the game. So I don't know.
It shows that it's that to me shows like the mentality there. You know what I mean? Almost.
Yeah.
In a way, like, conceding 2 quick goals as well. I know it's the Carabao Cup, but still, you've got to perform. You've got to, keep focused and whatnot. I don't know. Yeah. I see what I mean. There seems to be a lot bad going on at West Ham at the minute, in my opinion, or from what I know.
Yeah, because I don't know. Like, I feel like the Carabao was kind of a chance for them to like pick up a run of games where they could grab a couple of wins and build up that confidence. But that obviously wasn't the case. And I don't know. I don't see how Potter's gonna turn this around. Like it's. Yeah,
I agree.
It's really bad. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not good at all. It isn't good. But yeah, and then obviously my bench, I have Dubravka, which yes, I know in the last pod I was sort of hinting that I was going to go for Dubravka, but I couldn't do it, man. I don't know why. I just got scared. I got scared, okay? I didn't do it. I went for Sanchez, which in hindsight I probably should have just gone for Dubravka, but I got scared. And then we've got Palmer, obviously 0. Mark Gehi got 1 point. He actually scored yesterday in the Carabao Cup, which is something to note. Because I don't know, that might maybe give him a nod for a bit more minutes, maybe. I know he's getting some time now, some minutes. I don't know if he'll get a start, maybe later on, but he's definitely one that's going to come off the bench for Sunderland, which is really positive because kind of. Well, yeah, no, it is positive because you never know. We could have an injury like Palmer and Mark Gay be there to come in for some points, and then Konsa, who was actually obviously still on a red card, but now he's back now. But yeah, that was my game week. A very average, below average game week, I'll be honest. But I think they're going to happen, especially when you're not making crazy transfers, and I'm trying to not get minus points, etc. and whatnot. So I think I'm quite happy with that.
Yeah, it happens, and like you still off to a fantastic start because you had a really really good first game week, and you still haven't used any chips. We'll get into that, but so you're off to a great start of the season. You're inside the top 1 million, so you should be very happy about that for sure.
Yeah. Right, do you want to get into your team for game week 3, Noppy?
I know you're really excited about your team, so let's go with your team first.
Oh, you're my team? Okay. Right, on the screen right now, guys, you can see my team. I have activated my free... Wait, what's it called? Free chip.
Free hit.
Chip free? Free hit, not free chip. Yeah. My chip, the free hit. I've activated it. Sorry, I'm just so excited. Anyway, I've activated it, and you can see this is the team. Obviously, looking at it directly right now, you can see I believe in Man United big time, even though the first 2 game weeks have been pretty lackluster, to say the least. But yeah, I'll run through the team, and then I'll make judgment and give you ideas as to why I've gone for those players. Sanchez is in there, so nothing has changed there. And the only reason I go for Sanchez is I don't know, like I could have gone for Matt Sells, but then I just didn't want to triple up on Forest. But that's something that I was probably thinking that could still happen. I'll be honest, that could still happen. I could go to Matt Sells. Because why not? I don't know. I just feel like Forest are a pretty solid side. But the only thing that worries me as well is the fact that Nuno, the manager, is falling out with Mr. Marinakis. You know what I mean? And it's the owner of Nottingham Forest. So anything could happen there. I don't know. So that's why I didn't want to triple up on that just in case. So I thought Sanchez, easy option. There's a lot of other 5 mil keepers I could go for. Maybe I will go for Sells, but I will post on Twitter the final team. But this is probably what the final team will be anyway. But I might change the keeper, but I think I'll probably sit with Sanchez. Back line, I've gone for Delict, Livramento, and Aina. Obviously, Delict, they've got Burnley at home, so I really like that fixture. He has at DEFCON a few times, which, to be honest, I was speaking to Noppy before, I don't really expect him to get DEFCON against Burnley, especially if Man United play with a good amount of possession, which I think they will, being at home. So I might be inclined to change that as well to Dorgu, but I might just keep Delict anyway, because if they get a few corners, Delict will probably be there, possibly, to score a header, possibly. Livramento, honestly, Livramento's an interesting one. I could have gone for Dan Burn. I could have gone for anybody in that Newcastle back line. Even Trippier, because he is on a lot of free kicks. But I really like Livramento. He played so well against Liverpool. And obviously Leeds away. And I think he probably will hit DEFCON because Leeds are away and Leeds at Ellen Road will they'll be knocking on the door, but I don't know. I think they are a bit toothless, and I think Newcastle's defence and midfield, to be fair, is very good. It's just their attack that's lacking now, especially with Gordon out. They've still got Barnes and Alanga. Alanga's an interesting one for me.
And Asula.
Asula as well. Yeah, ex-Sheffield United. I love Asula. But yeah, we'll get on to Newcastle's midfield and attack in a second. But yeah, Livramento, I was really impressed with him. I thought he was great. Aina, obviously I still had him in my team before. I just really like Aina, and I think he's going to get an assist or something soon. I don't know. I just feel it coming. And obviously I'm hoping for a clean sheet there as well. So yeah, that's the back line. And then going into the midfield, we've got Barnes, Fernandes, Cunha, and Kudus. So Barnes, I've gone for Barnes just due to the fact that I've seen him play twice in real life, and I really like him. And I just think when it comes to chances, like Alanga gets in some really nice positions, right? But I feel like his shooting's just really off, or he just makes the wrong decision. Whereas Barnes, on the other hand, in my opinion, he's a good finisher, man. I rate Barnes a lot, and I feel like if Barnes is going to get any goals this season, it's going to be like an away fixture against Leeds or something like that. I don't know. That's just how I feel about that game. I don't know. Do you ever get feelings, Noppy, about certain plays in types of games? You know what I mean? And a Barnes for me, it's just that guy. Like, yes, Alanga might get a few assists and all, but I feel like Barnes is going to be the guy to get me some points against Leeds, which I could go for Alanga, but I don't know. Something's telling me just go for Barnes. I just like that a bit more. And it's going to be interesting to see who's going to play striker for Newcastle. Maybe it will be Asula, but I don't know. I feel like they might change it round a bit. I don't know. Barnes could play striker. I don't know. I doubt it though, but I don't know. I don't know how they're going to play it. It'd be interesting to see.
Yeah, it's so difficult to know. Like, obviously Newcastle are in the market for a striker. They've bid twice for Strand Larsen, but it doesn't look like Wolves wanna let him go because it's just so soon, like before the deadline, and it's going to be hard for them to find a replacement. But yeah, so like if they don't sign a striker that can come in like straight away, you probably would think it's gonna be Osula because like they don't really have anyone that can play striker otherwise. So, and like to be fair, he did come on and did score against Liverpool. So
he did well. Yeah, I was happy for him. Yeah, he was good.
So like he's done everything he can to prove that he's the guy for this game. So I do think it is gonna be him, but you never know. You never know.
I think it will be a Silva. But yeah, Barnes, I'm quite happy with that pick. And then obviously Fernandes and Mateus Cunha. So obviously Fernandes did miss a pen last week, and I think he's going to get redemption. I think he will get a penalty against Burnley, and he will score this time. Okay, I really believe it. I don't know. Plus, like Noppy said before, I think he is due a good points overhaul. I think he's due a good amount of points. And I think it will happen. And then Cunha as well. I have toyed with Mbeumo Cunha. But I think just how Cunha's played over the last two games, especially what stands out to me is that Arsenal game where he just slipped in between Gabriel and Saliba. I was really impressed with that. You know, two of the quote-unquote best defenders in the league or in the world right now. Centre-back pairing, anyway. I'm really impressed with Cunha, and I think he's due goals. I think the whole Man United team, Cunha, Fernandes, Mbeumo, those three, I think they're all due something. You know what I mean? I think if the game's going to be it's going to be Burnley. It has to be Burnley, especially at home as well.
They have to win. So yeah, I won't make... 100%.
Yeah, they have to. Like, don't get me wrong, my prediction for that game would be 3-0 Man United, and I just that is my prediction. But I don't know. I'm expecting something from there. As you can see, I've got triple Man United, which on paper right now you probably wouldn't do that. You just wouldn't. But I've just got a feeling about that game. They're gonna do it. They're gonna play great against Burnley. Everyone's gonna be like Man United are back, and then they're going to the next game week and probably lose or draw. I don't know. That's just how I see it. And then obviously Kudus as well. Kudus honestly has been my favourite midfielder FPL asset this year. Personally, I don't know. I know you got his Salah and everything else, but I've really liked him and I've enjoyed watching him play as well. Obviously in the first game week he got 2 assists, I believe. Yeah, he got 2 assists, and he played particularly well against City as well. So I think he's due something as well. And Bournemouth at home, I definitely think that game's got both teams to score. That's why I haven't gone for any Spurs defenders, because I was thinking about Porro, but I don't know. The only thing with Porro, because I could go Delict to Porro, and I don't know. I have thought about that, but I just think no, triple Man United. I don't know. But yeah, Kudus, I really like Kudus. yeah, that's the midfield. And then going into the attacking lineup, we got Wood and Chris Wood, West Ham at home. That's just a great fixture. I think that's really good. He didn't score last game week, but I'm not too worried about that because obviously he did get the 2 goals in the first game week. But this game week, I think he's probably going to get something. I don't know. Especially what Noppy said before, how poor they were at corners, West Ham defending them. And Chris Wood, he's 6 foot. What is he? 6'5", 6'6". I don't know. And Nottingham Forest have got a lot of big boys, and don't get me wrong. I think Chelsea got a few big boys, but I think Nottingham Forest especially got a lot of bigger boys, especially at the back. So I don't know. I just see Chris Wood getting a few headed goals or one at least, So I see that. And then we'll jump over, and then we've got João Pedro as well because he was just really impressive, man. And I can't ignore it. Yeah, so this is almost like it's not a test in the water because obviously we've already tested the water against West Ham, and he particularly played kind of well, and he was picking up positions that were really good. So and for me, a lot of the time, I just want my striker in the right positions. I cannot stand when strikers just aren't making the runs, aren't in the right positions. And against West Ham, he was just there all the time. So you can't fault that. So and it's a home fixture as well against Fulham, which Fulham, to be honest, haven't looked particularly bad, but they haven't looked particularly great either. So I think Chelsea will definitely take advantage of that. Yeah. And then obviously in the middle, as you can see there, my captain, I've gone for Erling Haaland, which, to be honest, I couldn't think of anyone else to go for. I was probably aiming towards Bruno Fernandes, but then I thought if I'm going to free hit and then get a premium in, being Haaland or Salah, I was going to go for Haaland because obviously that fixture for Liverpool and Arsenal, which you might have noticed, I've got no Liverpool or Arsenal players, and that's probably why I free hitted. I just want to avoid that fixture. I don't feel like that fixture's really going to offer many goals or anything like that. It could be like 1-0 either way, and it could be it could be like Slobber's Lie, something like that. You know what I mean? It could be so random. So I didn't really want to touch that fixture at all. So that's another reason why I did actually free hit, and I've gone for Haaland because yes, he didn't. They had a few chances against Spurs, nothing crazy though. But I just keep thinking about that Wolves game. That Wolves game was really good, and I just think Haaland didn't score last game week, so surely this game week he's going to score at least one. So if I'm thinking that, then I've got a captain in, man, and he's a premium, so that's the reason I've gone for Haaland. And then the bench: Dubravka, Tarkowski, and Dye, Wan-Bissaka. I could take the money out of Tarkowski and Dye and maybe upgrade to someone else, but then looking at this team, I'm really happy with that team. I feel like that's probably the best 11 that I could possibly put out, in my opinion. Like you said, I could go for De Ligt and get someone that's more attacking, maybe a Porro, maybe Sanchez to Sells, but it's all just guesswork. So I've just put out the best 11 that I think is possible. And to be honest, having Tarkowski and Tarkowski and Ndiaye on the bench, say if one of these players gets injured and I'm just really unlucky, say Bruno Fernandes gets injured, I don't mind Tarkowski coming in or gets Wolves away. So I've got that health, you know what I mean? I've got that balance in a way, which I might swap Ndiaye and Tarkowski, but I think I put Tarkowski there just due to the DEFCON, man. He's been raking in the points, I really like him, and he's really good on set piece. Well, kind of. He's there on set piece, should I say? He's there, and he's had a few free headers. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of like that team. What do you think, Noppy? What do you think? I don't know. I like it.
I love this team. Like, yeah, I really like it. Like, I'm jealous because like Haaland is someone that I think is probably the best captain this week, and I don't really have a way to get him. Well, I do, but that would just like weaken my team a lot. So, I think Haaland captain is really nice. You got triple United, you got double Nottingham Forest against West Ham, you got double Newcastle. So I really like it.
I think it's well balanced. Because I was thinking, like, do I go triple Chelsea? Do I go triple? Because I could easily go Sanchez to Pope as well. You know what I mean? But I didn't want to. I don't know. I didn't want to overcommit on like just 4 teams. You know what I mean? In my 11 or whatever. So I thought I'd get a nice balance still. So
I wanted to ask you, because you were talking about Nottingham Forest, and you possibly wanted a third. Have you thought about maybe one of their midfielders, like Ndoye, maybe? Or
I do like Ndoye a lot. Yeah, because I was thinking about transferring him in my. Because I don't want to say this isn't my actual team, because this technically isn't my actual team. I was thinking about transferring him in. I do like Ndoye a lot. I do like Ndoye. But I don't know. Because I could go Barnes to Ndoye, but then I just do like. I just have this belief in my head that Barnes will score against Leeds. I don't know why. I just do. And plus, I don't know. I feel like Newcastle are due a good fixture, man. Like, I think they've had it pretty rough. I mean, Aston Villa first fixture on paper was pretty rough for them, especially not having a striker. And they played okay. They probably should have had a few goals. But then they had Liverpool next game week. So I feel like surely Newcastle are due a win here, And obviously, yes, they are playing a potential relegation candidate and a promotional team. So I feel like I just had to go with a Newcastle midfielder, especially an attacking one. My original plan was Gordon, but obviously he got sent off. So Barnes will do, and I feel like Barnes will hopefully get something. We'll see.
To be fair, you could have Ndoye on the bench instead of Ndoye.
Yeah. Ndoye. Yeah.
Because you could have him first sub if someone like would get injured in a warm up or something like that. You will have Ndoye off the bench, so maybe that's an option. And also I wanted to talk to you about like the United players, because I've thought about bringing in a United defender myself. And I'm kind of torn between like. Well, I would say out of the center backs, De Ligt is definitely the standout, especially for just 1 week, because he's so good for DEFCON and he's an aerial threat too off of corners.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
But like, I don't know. Like, I'm kind of tempted by Dorgu, but I don't know how nailed he is. Because they do have some options on that left wing back role, and I don't think Dorgu has been like amazing or anything when has been playing. Like he gets into very like good positions, but I feel like his like end product isn't quite there. And I can see a world where they play Diallo left wing back, or maybe even Mbeumo. I don't think that's gonna happen though, but. Yeah, and they signed this other kid, Leon. So.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know, like, what United defender is the best one. But I would definitely say for your team though, just for this 1 week, that De Ligt is the best one. But I'm just.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm just thinking for my own team. Out of the 4.5s, is Yoro or Dorgu the best one? Maybe you guys in the comments can let us know, like, who's the most nailed.
Yeah.
And who has the highest points potential? Because I'm kind of thinking about Yoro myself, but I don't know. Like, maybe that's crazy.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either, to be honest. I
don't know.
That's why I'm asking the question.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, it's. I don't know. I just went for De Ligt because I just don't know, like you say, with the DEFCON, like, even though I predict that Man United will have most possession, Man United do seem to, like, bring on attacks, if that makes sense. They invite attacks quite often, so I don't know. I'm just hoping for a Man United win and a clean sheet this weekend. That's all I'm hoping for.
I mean, it is looking very likely, so I think you're onto something there for sure.
There was even a part of me thinking, do I just get Ruben Diaz as well? But then I just don't really believe in the City defense too much. You know what I mean?
Same.
Which is crazy, because I mean I do think City's defense is better than Man United's, but I don't know. It's an away fixture as well. I just thought I'd stay away from it and just go for Haaland captain, just because I just think they will score goals. I don't know, or he will score a goal. I just think he will.
Yeah, like if Ait Nouri was available, maybe that could have been an option, but he's obviously injured, so that's not an option. Also, I wanted to talk to you about the United midfielders, because you obviously went Cunha and Fernandes. Is there a reason for that? Why did you go them over Mbeumo?
Oh, so when I've been watching Cunha play like last couple of games, he just looked really bright. I just like him a lot, and I just think he's due something. He really is. He's gonna get something. And I don't know when it's going to be, but hopefully soon. I know you mentioned before that Sesko might start, because if there's going to be a game where Sesko starts, it's going to be this game. Does that mean Cunha sits back a bit, and maybe that's more of his natural position? You know what I mean, playing like a 10 maybe. I don't know. Or just in behind the striker. I don't know. But I don't know. I think Cunha's definitely looked better out of him and Mbeumo. And Mbeumo's looked good as well, but I just think Cunha's looked better. Because I was going between the both. I was even at one point going Cunha and Mbeumo in my head, but then I think Fernandes, you just have to back him, and he is on penalties as well, so you have to sort of back that. I just went for Cunha just because I just like how he plays, and I just think he's definitely going to get something.
Yeah, I would agree with you. I do think Cunha is the better of the two, but it's such a close call, because Mbeumo obviously is on like corners from the right too. So and we already saw against Fulham that his corner did cause some problems. Like obviously it was an own goal. It went down as an own goal, but he could have easily gotten the assist instead if there was a bit of a cleaner hit from the goal. So but I do think Cunha is just a lot better from open play. Or that's what it's looked like in the first 2 games. And I do think this game suits him a lot as well because I do think Sesko comes in and that Cunha is going to play that left 10. But I feel like that's more his natural position. He played I don't know.
I just believe that Cunha will play better against teams that are set, if that makes sense. Not almost. I mean, I'm not saying Cunha's bad in the transition, like on a counter attack, but I think that suits him Bueno more. You know what I mean? Like on a counter.
It does.
Whereas I think Cunha can really he can hit one from like 25 yards, 30 yards. You know what I mean? Sort of.
Yeah.
And like finesse it in, like I saw him do last season for Wolves. So I don't know. I feel like Burnley are going to be probably more set than ever, like on the attack. Or Man United are not going to be on the counter as much. I think like they're going to be set playing the ball around. I think Cunha's going to be the magic to then either get the assist or a goal from deep or wherever, you know what I mean, or within the box. I see him being that guy.
Yeah,
for sure.
I agree with that. I was actually gonna talk about that because I do think that Cunha, like this game does suit Cunha a bit more. Because like a lot of Mbumo's goals last season were penalties and on the transition. So. And Cunha can just score a screamer out of nowhere. Like he is very capable of doing that. And you would say also that he has looked the best out of the United attackers.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So for sure. Also, I wanted to talk to you about the Forest defenders because you did mention that West Ham United. I was thinking like West Ham United, and then I said United. But yeah, anyways, West Ham are really bad at defending set pieces. So, have you thought about Milenkovic because he is like the biggest threat on corners for Forest.
That's what I mean. That would be a good option, to be fair. I mean, I've thought about it. I don't know why I've gone for Aina. I don't know if it's just because I've had him in my team from the start, and he's got me a clean sheet and 4 points. So that's probably why I've stuck with him. Maybe I could go for Milenkovic. I don't know, but I don't know. I just think that could be an option. Honestly, I've not really thought about that too much because I could scale Tarkowski down to like a 5 mil defender or something, or I could scale and die down. I don't know, but I don't know. Maybe that could be something I could move to. Because I've even thought, like I said before, about Sanchez maybe going to Sells, but I don't know. I'd probably keep Sanchez. But I don't know. I kind of like having Aina and Wood. I don't know. I've not really looked into that too much, especially Aina.
I would say like all Forest defenders are good picks, and they all have their pros and cons. And I definitely get why you picked Aina because, for example, if he went and got like a 10-pointer and you don't have him, it would be really frustrating.
That's what I mean.
Because like you obviously have him in your normal team, and if you then free hit into a team where you don't have him, and then he like goes and like scores big, that would be really frustrating.
Well, that's something I'm actually gonna do. I'm gonna write down my old team, and then I can see how many points I would have had. You know what I mean? Because that could be horrible or really good. You know what I mean?
We'll get to that next week.
we will. Yeah. No, because it could be awful. Imagine Burnley win, Leeds win. It's just Brighton win. Oh my god. It's a terrible week.
Nah, but like on paper, your team looks amazing.
No, there's no way. I'm hoping. Honestly, I'm hoping for. I don't know if this is crazy. I'm hoping for like 65 minimum.
I think you're even gonna score higher than that, honestly. But I'm thinking like 75, 80 or something. But we'll see. But
okay, should we move on to your team?
Yeah, we can move on to my team.
Okay, hold on. Let me get your team up. So it's your game week 3. Here we go. Right. Okay. Run us through it then, Noppy. Run us through.
Yeah, so not as exciting as Kyle. I'm not free hitting. I'm just going with my boring old team. But yeah, so the lineup right now is Sanchez, Keane, Williams, Porro, Dewsbury Hall, Salah, Palmer, who's yellow flagged right now. It says on the app that he is 75% chance of playing. We have gotten a little update on Palmer. Like it says that it looks better than first feared, but the Fulham game might come a little bit too close for Palmer to play in that game. And we'll obviously get an update from Maresca. I think it is on Friday, might be tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
I think so. Yeah.
It'll be easier to make that decision when we've gotten that update. But right now I'm leaning towards keeping him because I don't think he's gonna play against Fulham. But I do think he will be back after the international break. So if he's only out for one game week, I don't see that as a good enough reason to get him out, because there's not like any players I love that I would get in, and I probably would want Palmer back straight away anyway. So yeah, that's why I'm thinking about keeping him. And then Fernandes, Gakpo, João Pedro, who is currently my captain, and Watkins. And with the captaincy, I find it's really hard this week. I don't think there is one captain that like screams out as being the standout or anything.
Yeah, it's tricky, isn't it, this week, I think?
Yeah, it's the same as last week. I was like having a lot of doubts about what player I want for my captain. But my thinking right now, at least, is that Palmer's probably gonna miss that Fulham game, and if we get the confirmation of that, I do really like João Pedro as the captain because he's gonna get very good minutes. He's gonna be on pen most likely. So yeah, I don't know. And I think he's gonna be central to a lot of the good things that Chelsea do in that game. So I do really like that. The other option I have is Bruno Fernandes. But the thing is with Bruno, like the reason why I picked him is that like he's gonna tick along nicely like every week. He's gonna get DEFCON, like he obviously is on set pieces and on penalties, so he might get the occasional assist or penalty. But I don't know if I feel like he's a captain for me, because I don't see him like exploding and going out there and scoring like 2-3 goals. Like I don't.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, so like he is obviously an option because he has a very nice fixture and he can score good, but I just see João Pedro being a little bit more explosive, and can score a couple of goals.
You got to back your own up. You got to back your own, man.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like when I pretty much always captain a Chelsea player, they do badly. Yeah. But yeah, maybe this week is the one. And yeah, on my bench I have Dubravka, Estev, Mark Gu, and De Kuiper. So yeah, pretty much no one there that you would want to play. So
no. How do you feel about having Gakpo and Salah against Arsenal? I mean, it is at Anfield, so that's a plus.
So like I'm obviously not gonna take them out just because they have one difficult game, because they have easier games after this. But also you like. Liverpool is the best attack in the league, and you would probably expect them to score one goal, at least.
Yeah,
but
that's fair. That's fair. Yeah,
and yeah, if one of Gakpo and Salah scores, then happy days. Like
I mean,
fine.
Arsenal as well. They are without Saka and Odegaard apparently.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
so that is definitely in Liverpool's. That's definitely an advantage for Liverpool.
Definitely.
But I wouldn't say that affects their defense in particular. Their attack's definitely gonna be weaker. Arsenal. I don't really know who they would play.
Yeah. So what are you thinking with regards to Palmer then? Because obviously you've got on your bench there, you got Estev as your first go-to defender.
Yeah. So I was gonna get to that.
Okay. Yeah.
I could just roll and hope that Palmer plays, and then if he doesn't, Estev comes on. But it's not ideal. So the reason for that is that, my thinking is that if Palmer is out for that Fulham game, I am thinking about getting rid of De Kuiper and getting in an Aston Villa defender and just have better bench coverage. Because I also think that De Kuiper is probably someone that I want to get rid of eventually anyways. Like, I think if I get to next week, I'll probably want to get rid of him anyways. So maybe I just go 1 week early, get an Aston Villa defender in, that have like they have like really nice fixtures coming up, and Villa's problem hasn't really been the defense; it's more been the attack. So I am thinking about Matty Cash. I don't know, like
Matty Cash.
Yeah,
Mateus Cash.
So, like with Cash, like I do think he's like it's between him and Konsa for me, because I would love for like Minks to be like nailed, but I don't think he is because Pau Torres is there. So yeah, otherwise I probably would go Minks, but yeah, I don't know. I don't see him starting like every single game. So
yeah,
it's between Konsa and Cash, and Konsa, I would say he is the most nailed out of them. Like you would think he's gonna play like every game he's available. That was the case last season, and yes, he did get the red card in game week 1. I don't think that's gonna affect Emery's decision like too much though. I still think he's gonna be Konsa and Mings or Torres. I mean you could see like Mings and Torres maybe at some point, but I don't see that as being very likely. But the reason why I'm thinking about Matty Cash is because he's better for DEFCON, and you know, like I know that he can explode whenever he gets that like license to go forward, because like last season he wasn't very attacking, but the season before that he was pretty much in everyone's FPL team and he was very attacking. So what were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say Matty Cash. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's every season like he's had like one game week or so where he's just exploded with points and he's done pretty well. But yeah, no, I do like that. I do like that. But yeah, overall it's good. I think it's a good team. Like I think obviously if Liverpool do end up beating Arsenal, which they could easily do, you could be in for a good game week. Like looking at your team now. It looks quite good to be fair. It does look quite good.
Yeah. I like it. The only real like issues in my team, I guess, are Palmer, obviously.
Yeah, and, that's it. Yeah, Palmer
and Watkins. But
yeah,
like what I was thinking with Watkins is that I'm probably gonna wait 1 week and see, like, because I really want Ekitike.
All right, yeah.
But if he's like joins, then I don't like him at all. So I'm just gonna wait 1 week. Also, they have Arsenal this week, so it's not a good fixture anyways.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna wait 1 week for that and see what my team looks like, and maybe I'll make that move.
Yeah. Why are you thinking triple Liverpool for Burnley away? Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, I'm thinking that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No, I can get on board with that. That's quite good actually. That's also why I didn't want to make too many transfers. I just wanted to do my free hit, is because I didn't want to lose Salah because I did want to get Haaland for this game week, but I did want Salah for Burnley. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So that's probably a good idea.
Yeah, and I would say that like if you look at Liverpool, like I'm not really that interested in their defense. I think that's pretty justified, like how they've been defending.
Yeah, I mean, I've not been impressed by Milos Kirikes at all. I've not been impressed.
Same.
I thought Slobber's like right back was the best defender the other day. The night.
He was.
Honestly, yeah. The rest was just so. They just weren't great. Like I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, so it's looking shaky. So I don't know. Like right now, I would say the 3 best assets for Liverpool are Salah, Gakpo, and Ekitike. So that's why I want to go for that, because like I'm just looking at Wirtz and like I'm not interested.
I've not been impressed by him. I mean, I know it's only 2 games he's played, but Yeah, I don't think in terms of. I don't know. He's one of them weird players where he's not going to like impact the game, but I don't know. He's made some good passes, but that's it. You know what I mean? There's nothing else he's provided.
He's
so.
not like looked that good, and I feel like, and I said this last week too. If like he's gonna get something, I feel like he's probably more gonna be assists. Like he's not gonna be scoring a lot of goals.
Yeah.
So that's also why, because like he's so expensive. So like you got like he has to come up with goals like a little bit here and there at least to justify that price.
Yeah.
And he's also like come off like fairly early in both games. Like not early, but like earlier than Gakpo and Salah. Ekitika's come off quite early too, but at least he is like scoring the goals. He just looks so impressive.
Well, that's it. Yeah.
So I think Matty Cash is the one I'm getting in. He might rise in price tonight, which is super frustrating because I don't have any money in the bank. So I might have to make that move tonight or today.
Yeah.
I'll see. Like I don't know. Like Villa fans, let me know. Like is Matty Cash like nailed? Because I did like this did cross my mind. Because it's been kind of a myth like for quite a while now that he could get dropped in any game. They could play like Konsa right back and Digne could be the one pushing forward. I had to fact check it, and he has started the last 9 games for Villa, and he started both the 2 games against PSG in the Champions League, which were like the most important games of the season for them. The last time he was benched was against Forest, and that was a very heavily rotated team. I had a look, and the time before that he got benched was in December. So I don't know. He does feel like he should be in that team. Like I don't know what you think about that, because he is pretty much their only natural right back in that team.
Yeah, no, I do like the Matty Cash pick. And to be honest, it's nothing I've ever thought about, I'll be honest. But going forward, though, they've got quite nice fixtures, haven't they? Aston Villa. So, yeah, it's probably worth it. And like you say, I mean, yeah, they've not started great, but surely it's going to pick up. No, I just can't see it not. I think it should, and it could. And it's more than likely going to happen, especially after the last 2 performances. So, yeah.
Should we move on to the last section where we talk about
yes
Palmer and Saka replacements?
Yes. So go on, Noppy, take it away.
Yeah, so I wanted to make a list with potential replacements, because a lot of people are gonna look at new midfielders this week, because you might want to get rid of Saka or Palmer or Wirtz. Like there's a lot of expensive midfielders that are not doing the business right now. So I've highlighted 7 players here, and all the United boys, just because like this one game week you could make the case to captain any of them. I gotta say though that they don't really have that nice fixtures after this game, because they play Chelsea and City. But so like if you want to bring someone in and you don't necessarily want to captain them, I would recommend Bruno Fernandes, because he's just one that long term is gonna be a good pick, just because he does have so many avenues to points. He has the DEFCON, the set pieces, the penalties, and like Cunha and Mbeumo doesn't have that to the same extent. So in the tougher games, they might struggle to get those points when Bruno Fernandes might not. So, but like, I just find it so difficult to recommend one of them, like just for this game week if you want to captain, because I don't know.
I feel like if you just look at it this game week alone, I feel like you have to pick one of the Man United ones. I do personally. I think that's probably your best bet. If you're looking long term, you probably do want to go for Fernandes. Yeah, the fixtures aren't great after, but it's he's going to be on pens. He's going to get DEFCON, especially when they've got they've got Man City after. Is it Man City? Who have they got after Burnley?
Oh, is it Chelsea or wait, let me look.
Is it Chelsea then City?
Oh yeah, it is City and then Chelsea.
It is City.
Yes.
Yeah, so that is a derby, so anything can happen there.
Yeah.
I don't know. But if you're looking really long term, I'd probably say Kudus. Honestly, Spurs have got some really nice fixtures going forward.
Yeah.
So if you're looking really long term, if you're looking at like transferring and then waiting maybe, I don't know, even 4, 5, 6 game weeks, I'd say that's probably your best bet. But even so, Fernandes though, still, even though like the fixtures may seem hard, it's probably worth the gamble. I think definitely.
I personally like all these players, to be honest.
All these are good. Yeah.
But yeah, if you do want to go a little bit more long term and you want to go down in price, I would say Kudus is the best one. Because you would think he's gonna get good minutes in every game. He does have really good long term fixtures. Like Spurs obviously are rumored to Savinho, but I think that's gonna affect Brandon Johnson more than Kudus really. Yeah, I don't know, because Kudus can easily play the 10 as well. Johnson doesn't have that same versatility. And I really like Semenyo too, for a bit longer term.
Yeah, he's been great, hasn't he? He's been really good. I mean, Bournemouth seem to keep losing players, like losing attacking players, losing the defence, and they're still pulling up and playing pretty well, And Semenyo's been a really vital part to that. He's doing great. I think he honestly might be. I don't know. He might be one to watch, definitely. Like, he's at 7.2, and that still seems like really good value. I don't know. He just looks good.
Yeah. Like, his goal threat has been very high. He always plays a lot. And, yeah, he's just their star boy, their talisman, if you like.
Yeah.
So I do really like Semenyo, even though he's gone up in price twice already. Maybe not ideal that he has Tottenham away this game, but...
Yeah.
Like, long term, I would recommend him. So yeah, and then I went for like 2 more like punty players, or more like differentials, if you like. I think Barnes is really good if you're just going for like 3 game weeks, because they obviously have Leeds. Who do they have again? They have. I know they have Bournemouth in game week 5. In game week 4, they have...
Yeah, they have Leeds, Wolves, Bournemouth.
Yeah, Wolves, that's it.
So, and that's at home as well, so that's a good fixture.
Yeah, so I would say he's like a really good punt for like 3 game weeks. Maybe not like more long-term than that, though, because Gordon obviously is coming back after those 3 games, and he's going to eat up a lot of Barnes minutes, but... I do really like Barnes for 3 weeks at least, and Pedro Neto as well. I would say he is the best winger at Chelsea. So,
yeah, he's always really bright. Yeah, he's always really good. It's just for me, just with regards to FPL, I don't know. I don't feel like I do think he's good, but I just think 7 mil's a bit steep for me personally. You know what I mean? Like, I just think points wise FPL. Kudus, or I mean, for 2.2 more, I'd probably rather go for Semenyo, But Neto's really good though. He does get in some really good positions. He always drives the ball forward down like the touchline. I think he does all the things correct,
Yeah, with Neto, like I would say, beginning of last season he was struggling a lot, but the longer it goes on, I feel like he's gotten more and more important to this Chelsea team. He was really good in the Club World Cup, and I know it's a Club World Cup, but still, he looked really good. He obviously scored the goal against West Ham last week. So I don't know. I just think he looks really good. He is our best winger, and Chelsea has some pretty nice fixtures. So I do think that if you want to go a little bit differential, he could be one to look at.
Oh yeah, for sure, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you could look at like Esteval too, but I wouldn't go there personally.
No. I mean, he's just really raw, isn't he, Esteval? I don't know. I probably would go for a Neto just due to the experience. He's and I think he's definitely Premier League proven. I think Esteval's good though. I do think he's good. He gets in some really nice positions, and his pace is just he's got so much pace.
Oh, he's so talented. And I do think now that Palmer is out, I do think he's going to be playing, but like when Palmer comes back, I just see Estevao going straight to the bench again.
Yeah.
So that's why I wouldn't recommend him.
So I've got a question. If Palmer is fit this weekend, which is unlikely, very unlikely, but if he is fit, would you captain him? Or would you still go João Pedro?
That's so tough because I definitely.
Or would you just not because he's coming back off a knock, or he's probably not going to play. Let's be honest. But let's say if he is.
If he does play, I definitely wouldn't captain João Pedro. I don't know if I would captain Palmer either, just because he isn't 100%. Yeah. I would probably look elsewhere. I would probably go Bruno then instead.
Yeah.
But I just don't see him playing, just because it's gonna be so close, and they do have an international break straight afterwards, so it's probably better to just not risk him against Fulham and just give him 3 weeks off so he can recover. Like I would say it would be really foolish to risk someone
I can get that,
just for 1 week when we have such
just for 1 week,
such a long
international
season
break there. Yeah, I can get that. And you did perform quite well against West Ham, so I kind of like that.
It looks a lot better. I mean, you can look at Enzo Fernandez too, I guess, if you want to go differential. But I don't know. He is cheaper at least than Neto, and you would say he's gonna get good minutes too. And like he has looked really good for quite a while now. He's been very consistent. But I probably prefer Kudus if you want to shop in that price bracket.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else you've been thinking about that?
What midfielder wise? Not really. I mean, when you do look at the midfielders themselves, I mean, there's not. Let's have a look at midfielders here.
I definitely don't think there's a standout that's
not
definitely
really
the best one.
No. You got Wirtz, Marmouche, and then you got Foden there. I mean, Eze 7.5, but at the same time, the fixture they've got it's not worth it. I don't think. Gibbs White, not really. I mean, he's just got 1 assist so far this season. I mean, you could argue Gibbs White, but 7.5, it's just, I don't know. I don't really like that, to be honest.
It's a lot of money. And
that's what I mean. You're probably better off going Semenyo or even like Johnson, to be honest.
I would agree.
Even if it's just for the game week. Or even Rodgers, to be fair.
I did think about adding Rodgers to this list, but I've just not been impressed by Villa. And I can't recommend buying him right now. But
it's like, who's going to play instead of Saka? Is it going to be Trossard or is it going to be Eze? I don't know how they're going to do it. Or are they going to play Martinelli or what are they going to do there?
Madueke on the right.
Oh, yeah, probably, yeah.
So, Madueke, Gyökeres, maybe Martinelli, and then play Eze in midfield instead of Ødegaard. Yeah. But I mean, that's just my prediction. But
I mean, I need to look at Arsenal's fixtures because I know they've got really hard ones, and I do have Saliba, and I am thinking of weathering the storm after Liverpool. I think weathering the storm because I think to be honest, the only team that, if I was an Arsenal fan or player, the only team that would scare me about conceding goals would probably be Liverpool. That's it, really.
Yeah.
Whereas everybody else, I think I wouldn't be too bothered about, which is quite good. So after that's another reason why I free hit as well.
Like you could probably keep Saliba for that Forest at home game. I don't think that's too bad.
No, I don't either. I think that's quite a nice game, to be fair.
Yeah.
I mean, City at home. It's at home. Newcastle away is pretty tough, but then after that, it's a nice, West Ham, Fulham, Palace, Burnley, Sunderland back to back. Which, to be honest, probably after Newcastle, I might look at getting Gyökeres in, possibly. If he does nick a few goals, you know what I mean, here and there, in these next couple of game weeks, which are tough game weeks, I think it's definitely a case to possibly get him at 9 mil then. But by that time, probably will be like 9.1, 9.2 maybe. But I think it'd definitely be worth it.
Yeah, that's definitely the time to look at Arsenal players.
Yeah.
And I did think originally, like, okay, I'll go Watkins, and then I'll just stick with him until game week 7 or 8 or whatever.
Yeah.
And then go for Gyökeres, but now I don't know if I want Watkins for that long.
I know. Watch this game week; it'll just completely change your mind. He'll get a brace and an assist or something, and you're like, oh wow.
Yeah, I mean,
thinking that.
I mean, that could happen. If that does happen, maybe I'll change my mind on him.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword because it's like at one point you're like, oh, he's done so well for me, and it's like, do I still keep him? Because he surely he's not gonna have another good game week. Do you ever think like that? And then you're like, I might as well go for Gyökeres. He's had one good game week. I might as well just go for Gyökeres now. You know what I mean? Because I don't think he's gonna do back-to-back good game weeks like that. I think like that sometimes. I don't know.
I just like usually when I make decisions, I look at fixtures. If the fixtures for a player are bad, like even if they are performing, I am gonna consider taking them out. If a player is doing really badly and has good fixtures, it is hard to sell, but sometimes you gotta make that tough call. With Villa players especially, because they have such good fixtures and they're just not performing at the moment. But I am gonna stay patient for 1 week at least, because I feel like the striker market is like, I don't know, there's a lot of movements that could still happen. Stan Larsen could still go to Newcastle. Isak could still go to Liverpool. You could see Jackson go to, I don't know, Newcastle or Villa. Like
you could. You could generally see that. Yeah. And something to note as well, which I don't think I've said, is that these chips that we've got, obviously we've got 4, we've got to use them before game week 19.
Yeah.
I believe that right now means we've got to use at least 1 chip every 4 game weeks. So that's quite a lot. That's quite a lot, you know. That's more than you think.
That's true. So
anyone that hasn't used a chip yet, I'd definitely strategize or work out when you're going to use that next chip for sure, or even your first chip, because it's definitely worth looking into, because like I said, you got to use 1 chip every 4 game weeks. So and it's same with what I was saying before, Noppy, is like I kind of want to get Haaland in before as just a normal transfer before Burnley, if that makes sense, or at Burnley, just so I can maybe potentially use my triple captain then as well.
I don't think that's a bad strategy at all, because like Haaland.
But it all depends on his performance, though, as well. It depends on his performance, but
you gotta take form into consideration too.
That's it.
Making those calls. I will obviously use my bench boost already, and it wasn't like the biggest success or anything, but at least I've gotten it out of the way now, because I hate the bench boost. You have to think about your bench. Like, you gotta put money into the bench. You gotta maybe even use transfers to fix your bench. And I don't think, I don't know, I just hate the chip personally. So
no, I think you used it well though, because the worst thing about the bench boost is usually your second keeper isn't always that good. So usually it's you got 6 points from your second keeper, so you probably did the best thing. To be fair, the best thing you could have done there, because that's usually what you worry about. In my case, most of the time, is the second keeper. You sort of like, oh, I don't know. I think you did the right thing.
We've gone on for quite a while today. We've talked about a lot.
I think we have covered everything as well. We've covered my team, your team. We've covered everything there. I think so. Unless there's anything else you want to speak about, Nuppy?
No, that's everything. So thank you guys for listening. If there's any movement, because obviously Carabao, there are a couple of games later on today. If there are any new updates or any injuries, I'll try and post on Twitter, on our Twitter. Link down below. And I'll probably not see you guys next week, because it's international break. But the week after that, we'll be back, and
we'll be back
talking about game week 4. So
that's it. Right. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you soon. Goodbye.
See you soon. Bye.